Good morning and welcome to PMB Morning Show, where politics meets business. Action and projection by El-Rufai and the order by the IGP to audit all police arms. As we approach the 2027 general elections, political parties and their supporters are voicing out their opinions on the possible outcome of the result of the forthcoming election. I beg your pardon. Today we are going to closely examine the election, and according to him, he projected that there will be a rerun. And Nigerians are asking, could it be that he knows something we don't know about the forthcoming elections? Could it also be why he has been kept under custody for weeks? What is the possibility of this prediction turning out to be true? What's your thoughts? And again, away from 2027 predictions by El-Rufai, we are going to also discuss further the order by the IGP to state commissioners of police to audit all arms and ammunition belonging to the Nigerian police force. This is as a result of the recent assassination of a handcuffed suspect by one ASP Usman in Delta State. It is also worthy to note that this extrajudicial killings is not new to Nigerians and has, in time past, raised serious national unrest. The question will be, what impact will this order by the IGP make? Have the Nigerian police learned their lessons? Let the discussion begin. This morning, we connect the dots between leadership, accountability, and delivery, because in the end, governance is not just about winning election, but it's about making life better. Stay with us. We shall be back to look at the newspaper's review. My name is Tichidi Kenneth, and as usual, I'm not alone. I still have my co-host and presenter here, Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Mr. CK. How are you doing?
Yes, fine, Mr. Ibrahim. Fine, and today we are going to look at what looks like a prophecy.
Exactly.
Yes, was it almost a year now?
Exactly.
Former governor of Kaduna State made some projections. And then we are seeing multiple defections now.
Exactly.
The way it is now, a lot of people are with their pen and paper calculating who is likely going to win. Exactly. Because we have too many big wigs now. We have the current president who is the master strategist.
Exactly.
We have Atiku, who is a grassroots politician.
Exactly.
We also have P2B and Kwankwaso too,
who are sharing big movements.
Yes, exactly. These are more or less movements, like a movement and a political party. We also have the PRP that is also coming up again. I'm most likely going to feud
Dirty.
Yes, I don't know who they are going to feud, but they are going to feud candidates too. So
they have already made statement that their candidate will definitely come from the south.
Yes.
The PRP.
Yes.
Yeah.
So so the whole thing is looking like what El-Rufai is saying, that they might end up becoming a rerun.
That is the more reason why the statement is now resurfacing on the internet.
Yes.
Because that statement was made almost a year ago before his detention, during one of his interviews on Channels Television. Yes, and now people begin to see signs of his prediction coming into play. That is why all over the internet you will see the video.
As I said, it's looking like a prophecy.
Exactly, exactly.
His projections are more or less looking like a prophecy now. Okay, let's see how it plays. But anyway, we shall be going on a short break. And when we return, we'll dive straight to the newspaper review. This is PMB Morning Show here in the city of Abuja. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. This is PMB here in the city of Abuja. And my name is Tichidi Kenneth, and I have still in the studio my co-host and co-presenter, Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu. Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu, the newspaper review.
Yeah.
As traditional demands, I always remind you. I hope I'm not going to
exactly. You remind me, and I said, I hope we don't see death and violence today.
The producer is shaking his head.
I beg, Mr. Producer. We've had enough of that.
Yes, so and God is answering your prayers.
Honestly speaking,
in recent times,
the numbers are reducing. Honestly speaking, the numbers are reducing.
It's not like before where we're used to
see them in hundreds.
Hundreds and even officers.
Exactly.
So kudos.
Yes, we are ready.
Okay. Tribune.
PDP crisis. Wike DS banks. Makinde backed faction. PDP crisis. Wike DS banks. Makinde backed faction. Threatens to shut down offices. Banks that open account for party. We sympathize with Wike Turaki faction. Says we are already operating party account. This is very sad and this is very confusing.
I don't understand.
Why will he dare?
You can see them even quiet
because they are banking. They are opening accounts.
Is he the owner of the bank?
I don't even know.
I don't. Well, are you sure Wike is not overreaching his?
Honestly speaking,
his powers.
Why do you call this kind of thing? Why will you bamboozle people, bank, a private company that they should not?
Well, you never can tell. Maybe he's the chairman of those banks. You never can tell. Maybe. Are you sure he's not the owner of the bank?
Look at it. Banks. How many banks can he own? If he's the owner of the bank, I think the Senate need to call him and to make explanation. Public servant.
Can anybody call Wike now? Wike seems to be untouchable. Wike is the...
Nobody is untouchable because we have a standing constitution in the country. At
some point, Malami was in power. One way was the types and shadow and the replica of what Wike was.
Where is he now?
Until he became... some of these are political leaders.
I think
they still not present their lessons until they have left office. While they are in office, some of these are political leaders. They behave as if there is no expiration to their tenure. Malami at some point was the demigod, was a de facto president, allegedly then. Where is the Malami today? We saw in a video footage where Showore was making mess of him. So that's how life is. And some of them should understand that power is transient. There's nothing permanent about power. Look, this wicked DS banks, Makinde banks.
For me, this is victimization. This is you playing out, acting beyond your established mandate and powers.
He's just an appointee.
No minister has the right to shut down bank just because they open bank account for a opposition party. I think this is very, very, very sorry situation. This make us appear as we are uncivilized. When our leaders behave like that, it gives us a very bad image internationally. Why will he threaten to close bank simply because they are opening a bank account for party?
Anyway, for now, it's still a threat. Yeah, it's still a threat.
He shouldn't have even said it. Well, the two of them are used to making statement anyhow. We know. But this is very, very immature. This is very, very uncivilized, actually.
Okay, take it up.
We sympathize with Wike. Turaki faction says.
That they are already running a bank account. And the people they are threatening seem not to even move.
Why would they be moved?
They are not even shaken.
Why would they be moved?
They are not even shaking at all.
That statement sounds somehow, actually.
Makinde and Turaki, according to Obasanjo, they can't be. Makinde and Turaki, according to the words of Obasanjo, let me borrow the words from Obasanjo, then they can't be. They don't be shaken.
In fact, I'm also beginning to see another ticket from that side too. Makinde plus somebody else.
It's all about ticket.
It's all about ticket now. I'm telling you, it's all about ticket. Honestly speaking. Some have already made their intention very public, like Konkoso. He says it's just after the VP slot, and he has already achieved that with Obi. Some are insisting that they should be the only presidential candidate. They should be the only person to claim the presidential ticket, and signs are showing that they will be the one clinching that ticket. So it's all about ticket.
So we have up there the tribune, still on the tribune.
Fabio or Shomole
clash over Senate's amended rules. There was a heated argument in the red chamber.
Yeah.
Yes, over Otomole and
the Senate President.
Otomole is both of them are very, very important in the scheme of things as far as the APC is concerned.
Yes, of course.
So Shomole seems to be, he's a very fearless person.
Bold. He's a labor guy now. So what do you expect?
Very bold and outspoken.
Anybody that has been.
I saw a video footage where he was speak. I've always respected the Shomole for one who says things the way they are. They spoke about this xenophobia, calling that the MTN and the DSTV should be shut down.
Exactly.
And they should the license should be withdrawn and be given to Nigerian businessmen to run. Now we have businessmen in Nigeria that can run it. Since they want to be killing Nigerians, that a mechanic confronted a surgeon in South Africa and attacked him. Wow. I think probably killed him, telling him that you want to come and take over my job. And he was trying to find out, until that was the senior president that made that conversation. What's the correlation between a mechanic and a surgeon now? So where is that comment coming from? That you're coming to take over my job? You can see the propaganda. Some of the people who fuel this crisis, they just plant, even in Nigeria, people who fuel crisis just plant one propaganda like that and things spread like wildfire.
It's very unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, honestly. Let's look at the other one. Them.
Major power challenge is overloaded transmission lines. Many power challenge is overloaded transmission lines, says Tegbe. Senate confirms him and Enikan Loye as ministers.
He's talking tough now, Every minister will come and say, what they think will be the solution to
And
power.
by the time he's sworn it, no action. We'll see no action.
After 1 year, after 1 year, they start apologizing to us.
Exactly.
Like we saw in the last Minister of Power. I hope Tegbe will not come and apologize to us after 1 year. We are hoping so.
Yes.
Okay.
Implosion in ADC to our advantage. NDC constitutes no threat, APC chairman. Implosion in ADC to our advantage. NDC constitutes no threat, APC chairman says. So the implosion that is happening in ADC is to the advantage of the ruling party. They also claim that the NDC constitutes no threat to them.
No, but
this is the APC talking big.
Well, it is expected to talk like that anyway.
Exactly.
But the truth about it is that, whether you like it or not, no man, if your wife divorces you without any genuine reason, as a husband, you are likely to feel bad.
Exactly.
That's in as much as these are statements, sometimes we see in the open glare trying to cover up a certain form of, it's hot. There's no way you will not feel it.
Exactly.
There's no way, because you are better together.
Of course, yeah. Of course.
I don't know if you know what I'm saying.
I do.
If Obi and Kwankwaso was still in ADC and they decide to pick a candidate and everybody joins them together, by now the ruling party will be shaking more.
Can't you even see? Any time
after they left NDC, we have not heard much about the
wherever these two people move to. You find crisis now following them there. Internal crisis, legal crisis with Sundar party. And before they join, you wouldn't be hearing this. The party will be just
nobody knows anything about NDC.
About the party. But the moment these two giants walk into that party,
somebody will go and dust one thing.
Exactly. So like I told you, there might have been already modes planted across all those smaller parties. And those functions, the functions of those modes will not become relevant and effective until these two people or any other giant move into those parties.
Yes. We still have other juicy radar there.
So, Ekiti 2026, Oyebanji's cabinet members donate 100 million naira to re-election campaign. Ekiti 2026, Oyebanji's cabinet members donate 100 million naira to re-election campaign.
Can you imagine? Cabinet members, how much is their salary?
You don't have to ask these questions.
When you see cabinet members donating 100 million.
You know that politicians, they carry all Nigeria's money now. No matter how good you are in your...
I don't know what this caption is doing in front of the newspaper. Because this is in a same clan. What is the cabinet member doing? What's your job if you are there to serve?
No, they are politicians.
And you are donating 100 million to re-election campaign.
Let's be fair. They are politicians.
And so they are servants. They are meant to be servants.
You don't know some of them how they became rich. You don't know. So at least they are protecting their interests there, and they want to be returned to their positions. So if they do this, I don't see anything wrong in that.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. We also have the ACF NEC suspends BOT chairman. ACF Iowa Consultative Forum NEC suspends BOT chairman.
And who is that BOC chairman?
I think that is elder brother also. I don't know.
The chairman used to be Baba Ahmed, Abi.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, it's Hakim Baba Ahmed.
We can see that ACF is also having a fair share. It's crisis everywhere.
That's crisis everywhere.
The drama in this political season is too much.
The ACF before now has a very, very strong influence on the political happenings in the north, unlike now, before. Because that's why I keep telling you that now governors have no less power in controlling how vote flows in the north. Even the ACF now cannot determine who becomes what in the north, unlike before.
Okay, time is on our side. Let's go to the next newspaper, please.
Next paper, please.
We have very limited time.
The Guardian.
The Guardian.
5% primary health care in distress without doctors, despite 55.4 billion naira budget in 4 years. The budget which the minister once claimed that only 65 million has
36 million? 36 million.
36 million have been released to him so far. So what do you expect? What do you expect when you only release?
Budget doesn't mean that the money was actually released though. 55.4 billion budgeted in 4 years. That doesn't mean it was dispensed.
That's what I'm saying. We are speaking the same thing.
Yes.
It's only that 36 million that have been already released to the
cash account.
So that means
power play in Senate as Akpabio Shomole clash over 2027 intrigues. Okay.
But let's discuss this. What are the key functions of government and governance? If you allow primary health care to be in distress, if you allow a complete system,
that is detaching governance from the grassroots.
Honestly, so governance is all about politicking, looking forward to your re-election. That's all you will be concerned about, and how to borrow more.
Well, that's the way it's looking like. That is the way it's looking like. I will fix grid collapse in 100 days.
Somebody said that before him now.
Okay.
Even the person that appointed him said that if we don't have power after the first year, I shouldn't elect him.
By honest, necessary.
So him saying this, I tell
when I come back the second term,
it carries.
Don't vote for me.
He can't be stronger than his.
That is the truth. Okay.
Yes, he can't.
And now Tegbe is coming to blow hot. Okay, Tegbe.
Hey, look at the promise he's making in 100 days.
Yeah. Now you fix the national grid. Okay.
It's laughable.
Our national grid has been drunk for over 10 years, collapsing every year.
Tinubu upset by infighting among southern APC chieftains. Tinubu upset by infighting.
Tinubu upset by infighting among southern APC chieftains. He's upset. What was he expecting? Right. When you have 32 governors, 32 people,
fighting among themselves.
It's like having in an estate where we have too many accountants and lawyers and journalists in a meeting. What do you think will happen? Everybody will be cracking their brain, trying to prove a point, you know. So, Mr. President, His Excellency,
by infighting in southern APC. Presidency will not bring back fuel subsidy, Oyedele insists.
Okay.
Presidency will not bring back fuel subsidy, Oyedele insists. CSO 6 extension of election timelines and security credibility concerns legal. You see what I mean?
Yes.
I made that prediction 2 weeks ago.
CSO 6 extension of election timeline
will not take place in
security credibility.
I tell you that the next script will be that they will begin to give reasons. Do you understand? Why election may not possibly take place. And now they begin by saying that they need extension for election timelines as security credibility concerns linger. The only thing that's missing here is maybe from some northern states. CSO.
Let's go to the next newspaper. Everything in Nigeria is
as insecurity.
Is allegedly looking like more of a prediction. Okay, the nation. More blows for ADC. One paper will be there praising the other party. Another paper will be there exposing the weakness of the other party.
Can you zoom this? Let's see. Why are the more blows coming for the ADC? Wow, we zoom it.
2 senators, 16 reps, desert parties. Okay, that's the blow. 16 reps and 2 senators left ADC, so more blows. Okay, Nigeria recorded 11.2% GDP growth in dollar terms last year. Okay, please take it up, please. We don't have time. Okay, Zenith Bank to share 410.69 billion dividends, and banks show stronger outlook after major loan cleanup. Okay, I got 9 million from coup suspects. Colonel Maaji says witness. Okay. More confessions are ongoing there. Go up quickly. All right, next newspaper, please. That's all for the nation. And the Punch. Opposition kicks against troop deployment for 2027 elections. I'm not putting security concern. Opposition kicks against troop deployment for 2027 election. Well, are we fighting a war? We're having an election. The Nigerian army is not supposed to be seen.
2027 election will look more like a war. I'm telling you.
Will look more like a war?
Will look more like a war.
Is that a projection?
Why? Let me see. Troops. The troops, is it military troops or police?
Troops. When you talk about troops, you're talking about army.
So why will you send army to election points?
So that's what we're asking.
Armies are supposed to be in battlefield.
Troops are not. The word troop is used for
allow police to do their civil
responsibility and civil defense.
Exactly, and civil defense. Why are we saying you send through for election 2027 unless there is something underneath that we don't know and you are not telling us here? You see, Amipitan's security concern. This is coming even from the INEC chairman himself. He needs soldiers, not police, deployed for 2027 election. This says a lot.
So rather than fixing the problem, security problem,
see security problem that is eating us up in Katsina, in Borno, in some North Central state. Haba.
Take the paper up, take it up a bit, please. Okay. Makinde may pick Ade Kambi, adopt IGP.
Maybe congratulations to El-Rufai there. Judge okays El-Rufai's medical treatment in custody. Or is it in custody? I thought they'll allow him to go to Egypt. Judge okays El-Rufai's medical treatment in custody.
So it will be in custody while
then the doctor will come
and be treating him.
And treat Kai,
Kai.
Oil falls 11% as US-Iran deals nears. Oil falls by 11% as US-Iran deals nears.
We hope so. It was just yesterday we had a recent announcement that there might likely be a slight hike in fuel price. So, and it's raising a lot of concerns and dust everywhere.
Please, can we see some sub-riders under this Amitan security concern? I think there are small riders there. Okay. Insecurity in various parts of Nigeria endangers fair election. You see, these are what I predicted last week. The moment they say campaign will not take place in some northern state, I knew that there will be more to it. Gradually, they will start playing script. Now they have moved a little bit forward and say insecurity in various parts of Nigeria endangers fair election. So possibly they will say the next script will be election will not take place in state A, B, C, D. That will be the next.
Without to see that happen.
Please commence threat assessment, intelligence and mapping ahead of polls. Please commence threat assessment and intelligence mapping ahead of polls. INEC partisanship biggest threat to credible elections, says PDP. I agree with PDP here.
INEC partisanship biggest threat to credible elections, says
PDP.
Is the INEC partisan?
Of course it is. I keep telling you here now. We had a lot of discussions over this concern. That's what I even wanted to say now. For me and so many people like me, I don't trust INEC to carry out this election. Not INEC. INEC under Amumpita. I don't trust it. That's just my personal view.
Look at very disturbing one there. The suspect that was arrested just yesterday, was it the first day, for betting somebody with acid, was paid 500,000 naira to bet a spa worker with acid. Suspect is confessing. You went to kill somebody and maim somebody's life, you know, over 500,000.
I think the intention is not to kill her. Intention is to just destroy her face. You know, this is love. You know, yesterday I read that it has to do with some relationship affairs. You know,
and people are talking about economic.
It's a fight between
people are talking about economic downturn, and people are still busy.
I think it's a
getting unnecessarily emotionally engrossed in some form of filial relationship that amounts to nothing.
Another interesting rider there. Court orders interim takeover of Silva's 9 properties. I think that has to do with his involvement in the alleged coup plot. Yeah, is it Timire Silva? So any other
three prayers Silva. Let's go to the next newspaper, please. Okay, and we have the sports.
It is Arsenal versus Paris Saint-Germain UCL final.
Yes, so it is Saka versus Dembele.
Ousmane Dembele. So Africans are really making waves in Europe. They are the targets, they are the key drivers of
these are two Africans.
Exactly, yes. Dembele.
Saka is a Yoruba boy. Bukola Saka. And Dembele, of course, one of these African countries. You can see. Africa. He's the world best footballer now. I hope you know.
The Ousmane Dembele?
Yes, the current Ballon d'Or player. You can see. Aina, doubtful for Villa's Europa League clash. Okay? Moreno beats award. Okay. Moreno beats award EPL award. Okay. Moreno is one of the star players of Manchester United. And Porto keen on reduced €8 million Murphy move. Okay.
Nigeria open camp for African Athletic Championship. Okay. Nigeria opens camp for African Athletic Championship.
Moreno makes demands for Madrid return. Okay, Joseph Moreno, the special one, wants to return to Madrid. And we have Joshua Fury to fight for new golden belts. Wow. And again, Simeon's loud Lukman teammates despite UCL exit. Anyway,
Joseph Fury to fight for new golden belt.
Golden belt with Anthony Joshua. That will be another interesting fight to watch. And we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out. I think we are looking at the fight maybe this year. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay. That will be all for the newspaper review this morning. Mr. Shaibu, quick one. What particular caption or headlines, caught your fancy this morning?
Well, all headlines are very interesting ones. I think I'm just happy that I haven't seen a lot of casualties and death in the paper.
The one of them provoked you this morning, the one that Wike threatened to shut down banks.
Because this is very, very uncivilized way of speaking. You are a sitting minister and you are telling Nigerians, you are telling the world that you will close banks simply because they are opening bank accounts to a party that you are aggrieved with. It doesn't make sense, sincerely speaking. And does Wike even have the power to say that I'm declared? Why? Without them violating any legislation? I don't think he has the right to do that. Okay. Even though you are a minister, you are operating within certain framework. You can't just be operating based on your whims. That is very uncivilized. That is a very uncivilized remark to have made by coming from a minister, sitting minister for that matter. Somebody that's already a lawyer.
Okay. Sad. That will be all for the newspaper review this morning. We shall be going on a short break, and when we return, we'll dive straight to the topic of the day. This is PMB Morning Show here in the city of Abuja. Stay tuned. We'll be back after the timeout. All right. Welcome back to PMB Morning Show here in the city of Abuja. We're going to dive straight to the first topic of our discussion this morning as we progress on the morning show this morning. Okay. As we approach the 2027 general elections, political parties and their supporters are, voicing out their opinions on the possible outcome or the result of the forthcoming election. Today, we are going to closely examine, the comments credited to the former governor of Kaduna State, Madam El-Rufai, in a live TV program on the possible outcome of the forthcoming election. According to him, he projected that there will be a rerun and the current city president will not be in the ballot. Although he's still, under lock and key by the DSS for multiple allegations. However, his comment has generated so much controversy and Nigerians are asking, could it be that he knows something that we don't know about the forthcoming election? Now, looking at the permutations and the happenings going on in the ADC and the NDC, the PDP and the APC, one will begin to see the statement credited to El-Rufai or made by El-Rufai, Madam El-Rufai, as a prophecy coming to pass. Mr. Ibrahim, I still have Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu in the studio. And Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu.
Yeah, Mr. CK.
El-Rufai is looking like a prophet now.
He's not. He's certainly not.
Is he a prophet?
No, he can't be. He can't be.
He's saying there's likely to be.
I'm aware of who the last prophet is, and I believe that there wouldn't be any other prophet after that one. But El-Rufai is respected and known to have been one of the key political maestros in Nigeria, and then he had been playing key roles in determining how election results have achieved. Right from the days of the PDP, coming to the CPC, coming to the APC. In fact, he played a very critical role, very pivotal role in determining the flow of electing late President Muhammadu Buhari to power. Nigerian politicians rely so much on El-Rufai to make the calculations.
Like Nigerian politicians from the northern extraction?
No, generally. Generally, they all respect him. We are witnesses here on television when Tinubu called his son. No president has ever done this. No presidential candidate has ever done this to any person in Nigeria. Coming live on national television, holding the hand of a particular individual and telling him that please don't go away. I heard that you are going away. Don't go away. Wait.
And I will not leave the stage.
You in fact have to make a promise to me before I leave the stage. No person has been treated this way. They respect him. They respect his analysis. They respect his permutation. They respect his political calculation. They always listen to him when he gives them ideas. Do you understand? He's a political wizard. You can give that to him. And they know him. That is why even some people are saying probably that is what informs the decision for the ruling party to keep him under lock and key for now. That is another view of Nigerians. There are Nigerians that are thinking alike.
Keep him away from the political landscape.
Involvement. And he himself was worse. I saw a paper that when they were trying to release him, they gave him a condition that maybe they wanted to release him that time. They said, we'll release you, but we don't want you to talk to any pressman. So if you are not allowed to talk to any pressman,
at some point he even came out to say that
he should not be involved in any
politics.
Exactly. All these things happening in the NDC, there are Nigerians that believe that if El-Rufai had been out, it wouldn't have been happening. But let's clear the air here. This statement that this prediction by El-Rufai is not a recent prediction. He made that prediction in one of his television discussions in one of Nigerian famous television stations when he was asked whether he sees the possibility of the incumbent winning the 2027 election. That is when he gave that answer. That he sees a possibility. In fact, he didn't see a possibility. He said that he has calculated and he is sure that there has to be a rerun.
At some point, he said there's a plan A, B, and C.
Yes, exactly. So I can't say he's prophesizing, but I just see him doing what he knows how to do best.
Now, if you're looking about that, if you look at the current political situation now in Nigeria, where we have multiple, we are likely going to see a repeat of what happened in 2023, but with a little touch of, improvement or shift, unpredictability.
Exactly.
Now, in 2023 we have Kwankwaso was, contesting on the platform on his own.
Yeah.
They now the Kwankwasia has merged with the
obedience.
As the OK movement.
To give birth to OK.
To give birth to
is OK.
Which is OK. And we have of course, the Turaki Adamawa?
Makinde, the Turaki Adamawa block also Atiku, who we know to be a very strong political grassroots politician.
We never can tell you. So in fact, I still insist that
you see, myself, I want to align with the prediction of El-Rufai, but not in total. There are points where I take strong exception to. For example, when he said that the incumbent may likely emerge at best in the third position. This is just where I beg to differ with him. Do you know why even this statement is coming to the fore? Because seeing the scenario that is unfolding before us in Nigerian politics, that is why many people start thinking about that interview and they started to spread it online. That's why it became as if it is a threat something.
Yeah, because the way the scenario is playing out now.
Yeah, it is tilted towards that prediction.
Yes, it's tilted towards that
Exactly. That's why I said I agree with that prediction to a certain extent, but I do not align in total 100% to that prediction, because there are points where I differ, and I will begin to unravel them. I will continue the discussion. At least midway to the discussion, I'll explain why I think it may not actually be concluded the way El-Rufai predicted it to be.
Okay, Mr. Brian.
Yeah.
So, we are going to also ask and then address some of these questions one by one. Now, we have, looked at it from the standpoint of whether it looks like a prophecy or not. And then you are saying no, but the scenario right now is turning out to be so. Now, could it be possible why it's being, under lock and key by the DSS?
Exactly. It's part of the reason.
Is there something that he knows that we don't know?
Yes. What he knows is that from his knowledge.
Yes.
From the pointers of what is happening. Do you understand?
Yes.
Let me tell you what I see coming.
Okay.
It will differ slightly from what happened in 2023. One, the possible candidate, the possible ticket we may be seeing towards 2027 election, the possible ticket we will see on the ballot are as follows. Number one, we may see Obi Kwankwaso ticket.
Okay.
We may see Atiku, possibly former River State Governor, Amici ticket. We may see this guy, PDP, Makinde and somebody's ticket. And then we may see also Tinubu, Shetima, or Tinubu, Musa ticket. These are the four possible key tickets that we may likely see. Do you understand? And what will this show is that the southern vote, whether we like it or not, there are two key variables that always happen. Although we don't want to say it publicly, but this is true. We cannot run away from the fact that two things play out in our politics in Nigeria. Two things play out in our politics in Nigeria. One, where you come from. Two, religion.
These are two factors.
These are two factors, whether we like it or not, always play out in our politics. For me, it's not the right thing to do, but then we can't help it. It always happens. So in a situation whereby now did not decide to say, or maybe the predominantly Muslim North, from where the block of the North is coming from, maybe they try to say, no, we don't want to give our vote now to a Christian. I'm just playing out the scenario.
Okay.
So Atiku will now take a huge northern bloc, Muslim-dominated vote from the north.
Okay.
And this is the determinant factor in
and then the south is having so many candidates.
I'm explaining this.
Yes.
I'm explaining this. When they do this, Atiku still has followership from some key states in the south.
Of course.
By virtue of his strength and reputation.
Past record.
Past record. Do you understand? And he still has a very huge followership.
Is a household name.
In Kano. Do you understand? So you will see that the northern vote will be divided between Atiku, Peter Obi Konkoso, and Tinubu due to the fact that he has governor and Ganduje in Kano. Do you understand?
Okay.
And then the ADC stays strong in so many northern states. Then when the West, when for Peter Obi, Christian will say, no, we still don't want a candidate from the north. We want the south to retain the second tenure. Second 4-year tenure. Based on that, what we saw happen in 2023, Christian, particularly from the southeast, from other part of Nigeria, and the Christian North, will decide to say, okay, just like the Muslims say, no, we'll now vote Atiku, we don't want, they will also do the same. Do you understand? So, Tinubu, Peter Obi will take a huge amount of vote coming from the south. He will share it with Tinubu, he will share it with the other candidate, other Christian candidate, possibly from the PRP. And possibly if Makinde happens to be a candidate also, because there are pointers to that as well. So when this thing happens, you will see that no one candidate will legally, constitutionally be allowed to be declared winner. Then we must go back, we must go to...
So now from your permutations now, we are beginning to
just like
see that the statement...
But where I differ from El-Rufai is that I can't see, I know what the power of incumbency does to a sitting president. And then I know the reputation of Tinubu to be a very stubborn politician. You understand? Tinubu is not the kind of
Nigerians are even saying that he's even more stubborn than others.
Exactly. I've never seen a stubborn politician like him. Thanks to God that he himself has said it. You understand? So I can't see him allow himself to become the third in a competition that involves 4 candidates.
When you say stubborn politician, what do you mean? Are you saying
honestly
that
speaking,
even though he will not be able to concede to defeat in case he loses?
When you started reading your monologue, you said by yourself that he is a strategist. And we must give that to Tinubu. And he's the one on seat right now. And he commands respect. He's not the kind of person that you can just easily take away a baton from. We know who he is. We know his reputation.
Like Jonathan?
Jonathan is a gentleman. You understand? But Tinubu is a politician. I don't know whether you know
hardcore.
I don't want to say I don't want any other adjective.
When somebody said the name Jagaba, he did not put it on the street.
Do you know the meaning of Jagaba in Hausa? The word is actually Hausa. Jagaba, go front, we follow you. Lead and we'll follow you. That's the meaning of Jagaba. Go, we follow you. We trust you to deliver. Move on, we'll follow you. That's why he likes the title more than any other title. He has so many titles. But that describes him more than any other epithet you may like to add to him. So that is only the place
so
where
I
can't see. Yes, I can't see Tinubu agreeing to be the ending up at the third party here.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim. All right.
I would rather see him and Obedient at the top.
Okay. All right, just joining us in the studio right now, we have with me Madam Mickey.
Hey, good morning.
Mickey, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm sure you've been listening to us before you came in. And
yes.
What's your thought before we continue? El-Rufai, a few months down the line, made a comment that appears to be like a prophecy today. And we are looking at it like, okay, now we have the NDC, we have the APC, and we have the PDP, we have even the PRP, we even have the ADC. In fact, I see voters becoming very confused at the ballot.
Exactly.
Because one is N, we have N, If you remove the first letter, we have A. We have A again.
I know a particular location where many people will wanting to vote ADC, they may end up voting for NDC. I'm telling you.
And the people that want to vote for APC,
they'll say go for NDC.
Because they have
DCPC. It's very confusing. You know, we have one style of voting here in the north. If we can't differentiate by the initials and the letters, we go for the mark. A house woman will come and say, inanimate, or what is it? Inanimate the sina gesawa, inanimate gesawa. So we just use the.
What's the one of NDC?
NDC, I think NDC is sign of victory.
Yes, peace.
Peace. Is it peace or victory?
The sign of the guy man peace.
People like your producer there.
What's up, your peace? All right, Madam Nikki.
Well, last night, Engineer Buba Galadima made an announcement to the effect that the NDC, got to get it right, has zoned the presidency to the south. So a lot of these parties now are going into zoning. There's also this rumor, I heard the candidates you mentioned, but about midnight last night came up a rumor that President Goodluck Jonathan, former, is planning to run on the NDC with the announcement that it's been zoned to the south. So there's so many more permutations. Wow.
The same NDC?
Yesterday you predicted there may be other candidates.
NDC yesterday evening announced they've zoned it to the south. Then in the night, there was a rumor that former President Goodluck Jonathan is planning to contest on that ticket, in that party, NDC. Where Peter Obi them have decamped. Now, with the zoning to the south, the assumption would have been that it's Peter Obi is in pole position to pick the ticket. As it is now, it seems like someone else has his eyes on that ticket, and the fact that the chairman or the person associated with the ticket is a former governor of Bayelsa, with the former president being from Bayelsa, that throws up a whole different scenario as it is right now.
But that could be a political game, don't you think so?
All of them are political games. It's for us to now try and see how we can look behind their strategies and see what's going to be the outcomes. Okay, Nasir El-Rufai says it's going to be rerun for 2027. Okay, well, so many things happened in 2023 that were shockers. Minus the fact that, let's say 2015, we had the first shocker and Incumbent being removed.
And we're still alive after the shocks.
2023.
Nigerians are used to shocks. We're not dying.
So let's say
the shocks.
Tinubu as a presidential candidate losing Lagos State.
It's a shock. It's a shocker in itself.
Losing FCT to Atiku, who by that time people had even said, haven't you contested enough?
No, he lost it to Peter
Obi. Losing FCT, losing Lagos. At this point, there were those shockers, but he turned out to be the winner. Now, as it is now, vote division. Let's do mental vote division. South, ideally, usually, once Atiku is on the ballot, votes for him. But with Peter Obi on the ballot, there's going to be a split.
Exactly.
I don't see Tinubu's. Well, like I said, there's so many things have happened that before this election, ideally, I would have said before the election, I'll see Tinubu just allowing the South to the others. As it is now, the South, which was a traditional stronghold of the PDP, have all joined the APC. Started with Governor Ben Ayade. He was the first and only APC governor. As at today, every single South governor has ported over to APC. Wow. Creating another split in the South. Southeast, I'm going to just leave Southeast for Peter Obi. Because as it is now, yes, as it is now, it's like, it's the turn of the Igbos, even though he doesn't present himself as an Igbo president, if going for Igbo president, but the Igbos themselves see the turn of the Igbos, so we'll leave that for him. Now, how many votes will that come to? Kanu, like I said, deal breaker. Deal breaker has been split. Deal breaker has been split. Kakasiya movement is not the same. So, we're looking at a rerun. Okay, now we have the Southwest states remaining. Now, these states...
The Makinde in the Southwest.
Now, who's going to be vice president to some of these candidates? And meanwhile, we do not know who PDP is fielding. PDP is still planning to contest. You know it. There's a caretaker committee. And all they're planning for now is for the BOT. All they're planning for now, primaries. Who are they going to bring out? And who is going to be the vice president?
The PRP is also saying they will pick a candidate from the south.
I tell you. And then we have also in ADC, just as we're mentioning Atiku. The name I was trying to give you yesterday was Mohammed Hayatuddin. It's Mohammed Hayatuddin. I was saying I mixed it up with Dati Ahmed. Mohammed Hayatuddin has just joined the ADC. He hasn't spoken out about what he wants, but
over years
we can see behind the non-speaking as presidency he wants
for years.
He has been even if it's not zoned there, there'll be two northern giants struggling for the ticket. Even whether or not Peter Obi has exited, there are still giants to struggle for the ADC ticket. Now, whoever picks it has got to let us see who their southern vice presidential pick will be. You know, the vice president is going to be from the south. Where in the south is the person going to come from?
And that's a key determining factor.
Now, Jonathan joining the NDC, did he state his reasons for joining based on the rumor you said you heard?
No.
There was no reasons?
No.
Okay, maybe I don't think
area of conjecture for now.
Okay.
Right. So in all of this, to the south favors his want.
So
because I remember Jonathan before now said there is nothing that will make him come back.
No, it's the wife who said so.
It's the wife. He has never made any remark to that.
Okay, was his wife?
It's the wife.
It was Jem that talked about this.
He has always been nibbling either and wanting to come back.
Yes. It is the wife that suggested that.
The wife suggested it because she noticed he was.
So what we are seeing before us is now most of these parties are giving the presidential ticket to the south, relegating the zoning it to the south.
Right.
It's only ADC that we may possibly see a northern candidate, because as it is now, we have not seen any southerner attempt to grab the ticket on the platform of the ADC. Am I right?
Right, for now.
For now,
because we have not known what the PRP is planning.
So that's why
I think there's only.
That is why I said this 2020 is still early for us to make prediction about 2027 election.
No, we're not making predictions, gentlemen.
No. We are running with the rerun prediction.
Yes, we are running with the rerun prediction of El-Rufai.
It's possible.
The prophecy, I call it the prophecy.
Exactly.
You know, so we're trying to analyze the prophecy, likelihood, chances of it becoming a reality. You know, prophecies are projection. Look at that. That is El-Rufai. Is there anyone who can listen to him? Do we have a voice there? Can we have audio?
No winner will emerge in the first round. The worst case scenario in the 2027 elections is that no winner will emerge in the first round. We may have to go for runoff. And Bola Tinubu will not be on the ballot for the runoff because he will at best be third in the election. He has no pathway to win. I have done the maths, I have done the analysis. He cannot.
I have done the maths, I have done the analysis.
To win. Oh my goodness.
You know what about
no clear winner in the
El-Rufai is one. The way and manner and the audacity at which he speaks.
What do you expect? First class all through his life, BSc and everything first class in the car. The guy is gifted. That's why they respect him. Like I tell you, that's why people are assuming it's the reason behind them keeping him in back. But I think beyond this, for me, honestly, that alone cannot make a sitting government to say, no, I'm afraid of so person, let me just keep him under detention.
So, but his smartness is now is under lock and key.
But honestly, we are seeing this unfold. Honestly, when you look at the scenario, there is possibly going to be some of his predictions going to come true, honestly speaking. But I can't see Tinubu ending up that. I disagree.
If there is fair and fair election?
Honestly speaking.
Okay, now I'm looking at the elections. Do you see any possible
politicians don't play fair? Do politicians play fair in Nigeria? I beg you. Do they always play fair?
They do.
They do now.
Okay, anyway.
Well, I mean, always is pushing it, but sometimes.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. Okay, I can see that some of us are, I thought El-Rufai was the only mathematician, political mathematician. I'm seeing Mickey now doing some form of
Mickey is an authority.
I now came out to know, but my sum total came to sum zero because I couldn't come to a
okay, sum total came to sum zero. So at the end of the day, so gentlemen, El-Rufai's prediction 1 to 10, Mr. Ibrahim.
I give him 8
over 10.
Over 10 because the only place we differ
Yeah.
Like I keep telling you here, is because I can't see Tinubu ending of that. Honestly speaking.
Okay.
Because of two, one, his reputation for being stubborn. One, two, for him being the incumbent.
He has the apparatus of power.
He has access to the apparatus of power. He has INEC. And
what does that mean? Are you saying that are you saying that there will not be credible election?
Even this morning, PDP has made a statement in one of the papers that they don't trust Army Town. We read it today to run this election. Isn't it? Yes, of course. So
meaning that the election and some statement created to Akpabio saying that the insurgency will end
after the election.
After the elections, and again budgeting 135 billion naira for post-election litigations, as though the result has.
So let's hear from our sister here.
So
because I only want to hear her last opinion before you wrap up.
So 1 to 10.
1 to 10, 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 1 to 10. Okay, well, I am.
Just
will there be a rerun in 2027? Well, I can see why El-Rufai is predicting that, because as at now, one of the hot states, Kano, is divided.
Splitted.
It's split. So
even South as a block is splitted too.
The blocks are split. So I can see why he's predicting that.
But the only place that for me I don't think you can split is the Southeast. You know why? From 1999 till date, the Southeast have always voted one candidate they believed in. When it was time for
even one party
from 1999,
even from 1999, when they en mass voted Azikwe NPP, they have always been consistent.
No, when it was time for articulated, they followed him. 5 yes.
Okay.
When it was time for Yaradua, they gave it him 5 states.
That's because of the PDP.
In the Southeast, we are Republican in nature.
So not Republican, yes?
No, we are even the white men confirmed it. In Igbo land, there's a saying that goes that Igbo Mwereze. You know, you will respect your emirs.
Which means?
You will respect your emirs, your traditional rulers. In the Southeast, Mr. Ibrahim, at your age, you can't talk to me.
Because I'm chief.
No, you can't talk to me to tell me what to do.
Okay.
In the Southeast, that's how we are wired. You cannot talk to me, even at your age now, in Yoruba land, your age mates cannot be talking and I will talk.
But you know, everything has changed now, even in
that's what I wanted to tell him. I'm coming.
All right.
The nurse, Oshomole came out one day on TV and he said, it is leave it or take it. The nurse are headers in nature. And it is true. One man speaks, a lot of people follow. It is like that. You know, in the north, if a respected imam comes out to talk, people listen to him, or an emir, people listen to him. In the Southeast, nobody listens to anybody.
Teacher, please listen to me. Things have changed. On this platform, I told you quite a number of
times. It means it has changed enough now?
That is what I'm telling you. Today, a governor cannot determine.
Making sure that
that's what I'm telling you.
Party to party.
That's what I'm telling you. A governor, simply because all the governors have defected to one party, it doesn't guarantee the fact that that state will be won by any party.
That's Mr. Kwesi will still have his stay. Because he said, according to him, that he told Abagida that I have your kind plenty. I can always bring them out and then produce a governor. In fact, 2027 is dramatic. It's going to be interesting. I cannot wait to see it.
That prediction, that one I can rule out with a big ruler.
Exactly.
Kwankwaso cannot produce a governor in 2020. He can't. That one. Please hold me accountable.
He can't.
Hold Mickey accountable.
Kano will be shared between the three of them.
I say Kwankwaso cannot repeat what he did it. Using NPP to produce a government.
NDC.
I'm telling you.
The parties are tongue twisting now. NDC. No.
Because when you make a political analysis, he can't.
Okay.
Write that down.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That was a good place to leave it at that. Let's leave it. We are not prophets. We are only journalists. Thank you very much. It's been a nice time, Madam Mickey and Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu talking to you on this very topic. That will be all for now. For the first topic, we'll be going on a short break. And when we return, we'll dive straight to the next topic. This is PNB Morning Show here in the city of Abuja. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this time out. Welcome back. This is PNB Morning Show here in the city of Abuja. And my name is Tichidi Kenneth. I still have the team in the studio, Madam Mickey and Mr. Brian Shaivo. Once again, good morning, everybody.
No, thank you, Mr. CK.
Okay, we're going to dive straight into the second topic today, and it borders on the executive order, or what I call it, the marching order by the IGP, to state commissioners of police to audit all the arms and ammunition belonging to the Nigerian police. This is as a result of the recent assassination of a handcuffed suspect by one ASP Usman in Delta State. It's also worthy to note that this judicial killings is not new to Nigerians and has in time past raised serious unrest such as the NSAS. The question will be, what impact will this order by the IGP make? Have the Nigerian police indeed learned their lessons? All right, gentlemen, let the discussion continue. The IG said,
let's audit all our police arms.
What impact is that going to make?
This is a step in the right direction, except that it's coming rather a little late, because the audit of the police arms should have been something that should have been done regularly, at least annually, with a view to one, strengthening accountability, and then possibly to provide accurate account of operational needs. Well, where do we have what and what do we need that is not in place for now? Because over time, you will see police taking arms and going out to operations, even without actually documentation. You understand? And this quite often does not lead to prejudicial killings. This aspect of prejudicial, let's flash back to about 25 or 26 years back. It is what actually excavated the Boko Haram situation to be excavated. When the leader of the Boko Haram, I forgot his name that time, from Borno, was arrested, somebody somewhere among the police just shot him extrajudicially. They didn't expose him to questioning. They didn't allow him to make certain statements. They just shot him, I think, in the police station. And that aggravated the members of the Boko Haram. And even that denied the Nigerian authority to have the vital information that would have helped in tackling the Boko Haram issue, even when it was at its infant stage. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So we allow this thing to keep going on. We see sometimes police carry guns and bullets, even in the market. You will see a bullet, a police pistol hanging on its holster outwardly, even in marketplaces. And that is because sometimes they just pick the guns without even accounting for it, without even documentation, and come out to the public place. Now we may begin to ask, why will ASP Usman shoot a person that's already handcuffed? What can he have done to you? Even if he's an armed robber, whatever crime he might have
he has been handcuffed.
Exactly. The fact that his hand has been tied, handcuffed, you have no excuse whatsoever to shoot him. And then Usman would not have shot that guy if I hadn't had pistol with him. First thing we are supposed to find out is that when ASP Usman went out with that pistol on his holster, on his waist, has that been documented? Let's find out that, because he's not in a position to just carry out a weapon and go out for operation unless it is assigned to do that. I think that's my basic understanding. Even to a military person, even to a policeman, you just can't get yourself access weapon unless it is officially, you are officially assigned to carry a weapon and go out for operation or any activity.
Okay, Mr. Brian, but before you go, let me also throw this question before I come to you, Madam Mickey. Now, in time past, we've seen extrajudicial killing by Nigerian policemen. It was so serious to the extent that the whole nation engulfed into a very serious form of unrest, where we know the popular NSAS. Before it was now rebranded and banned, and then we came up with, I think that was the name they call them now, SWAT something, and the SWAT is still swatting, and we still have policemen still killing innocent Nigerians indiscriminately, like we've seen the one of Usman doing now. And then the question that brings me to the question: have they learned from their mistakes? Mr. Brian, do you want to say something? Or let me, Madam Mickey, have they learned from their mistakes?
Okay, well, let's do some little investigation, because it has been said that the Usman himself was a former member of SARS. He was a former member of that team called SARS. And
the trigger happy men.
Those trigger happy cops.
Okay.
So in terms of the IGP ordering a nationwide audit of police arms, I think that the Police Service Commission has, they have not really satisfied Nigerians, because this now should be embedded in one of the things that happen every time an Inspector General of Police is handing over to the next one. And it should also have some periodic, embedded periodic method. For instance, is it annually, every end of the year, you're going to see
quarterly?
how many, or quarterly, how often do how often are arms and ammunition sent out? Because I was told by a retired police officer that in their days, you could not even go out and come back without accounting for the number of bullets you went out with.
Yes.
So if you were given a gun, you were given so number of bullets. When you come back, if there was a shortfall, you'd have to account for it. Who did you shoot? Why did you shoot? This. Every single bullet. I'm not even talking about the gun itself. Would have to be accounted for. Now, on that note, I want to really appreciate that, Nigerian, I hope you can hear. We sincerely appreciate you for risking your life to have recorded that video. If not that video, I can just imagine the scenario that would have played.
We can imagine
We picked up an armed robber who was carrying on arms which are illegal, and in the course of the struggle, he tried to shoot us with the gun.
Or tried to disarm us.
Exactly. And therefore we killed him.
Will have
Because the dead man cannot talk.
The video shows that his hands were tied at his back. For God's sake, how wicked could you be? Tied to his back, and then his legs bent backward, begging, pleading for his life. I mean, how could you? At close range, thank God for that video.
Unless,
goodness for that video.
Unless, like the Boko Haram,
I don't know if we have the video
information that they don't want the guy to speak about.
Obviously,
yes,
he knew too much, or he was set up.
Of course.
Or both.
Or
a little
both.
bit of both.
Or both.
Okay? So it's like, you, today, before you open that your mouth,
I will
click,
finish
click. He tried to, even shot him at close range. It didn't work. Somebody else passed him more ammunition, bundled him into the car, and then took him to the police station. Why didn't you take him to the hospital? Why didn't you take him to the hospital? He's now in your custody, isn't it? So take him to the hospital, treat him for the first gunshot wound that wasn't even fatal. You took him to the police station and now finished him. Okay, so now you're now calling for an audit. That audit should have come earlier. Such that everyone knows that every time I go out and come back, every bullet I'm going to account for. You already know. If you had that at the back of your mind, extrajudicial killings wouldn't be, one of the high things that you're going to set out for that day, knowing very well you're going to give account for it. And like I said, Nigerians, we can't leave everything for policing. If you see something, say something, like they say.
But
the guy who shot that.
But the guy that wanted to say something lost his life.
No, now I'm talking about the people who see something going wrong. If you see something funny.
Okay, the guy that had the video footage. Okay, I think now you said something about the Nigerian police, the IGP coming out to make a statement like this, that it is rather too late. Would I be correct to say that the IG is being reactive and being proactive?
Exactly. Because I know, I know there was a time when, just like Nikki said, there was a time when you just can't go, a policeman just can't leave the station with an arm because documenting all what.
But today we are seeing policemen with arms on top.
Exactly. And that is why
fully loaded.
And then they will go back to the station. Maybe he might left the station with maybe 20 bullets, and he came back with like 16 bullets, and nobody will ask questions. Some even carry the weapon and go to their house and sleep with the bullet, with the gun and the bullet for quite a number of days before they come back, before they return it back. It should have been, you cannot get access to a weapon unless there's an operation going on and the police has authorized you to go and take care of that operation.
Or you're on duty.
Exactly, or you are on duty. That should have been the procedure.
And coming back unfailingly each particular time, you account for what you took out. Which is normal in every establishment. For instance, let's look at this media. If you're going to take out equipment from here to go for outside coverage,
yes,
you're going to sign for every camera.
You're going to book it.
You're going to book the camera. And you're going to come back and show that you're back with every single instrument. Camera, battery,
and what you did with
everything will come
no matter even what you did with it.
Whatever you did, in fact, if you went out and there was no occasion and you brought it back, you must account for every single thing you brought back. the battery, the camera stand, everything must be. Why? It's the same across board everywhere. Why will the police of all the institutions be the one that will be floating out? Bullet is something that will kill the next person. It's not a sweet. So for you not to be accounting for something that involves my life or death is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. So
now the ASP Usman has been dismissed and handed over for trials.
Exactly.
Well, what impact would that make? Will it serve as a deterrent to other policemen?
Of no, I say no, because
you are saying no. You said of course.
Yes, I have a reason.
Let me know. Okay, let me hear your own reason why you said no.
Because from the video, which is floating everywhere, he came around with 2 other people who were civilians. But now you dismissed about 5-6 people who you said these were all the people involved. So now justice has not been seen to be served. Innocent ones are roped into the dismissal. Those who are guilty are still moving around looking for the next civilian to kill. So that's where I'm saying no. You need to get the other 2 civilians who were with him, that were in that video, that handed over the ammunition. I'm not saying, oh, these people were on duty on Monday morning, so all of you come out.
There was some
I think the report I saw,
3 people. You see, the car came in with nobody in it, the front empty. Then 3 people were in the vehicle, right? But when it came to the time for dismissal, 5 people were brought out. All of them were court-martialed and dismissed. Those ones were not even present at the scene. Those ones know nothing about the operation. You understand? So now you've roped in innocent officers and dismissed the innocent officers. Then the gang members, let's call it with the ASP Nubu, are still floating around. So that's why I'm saying no. You've ended up twisting the justice for now. It's perverted. It's not clear justice. So it's also sending a wrong signal.
Okay,
the other 2 that were dismissed along with the ASP, I thought they were the ones that were involved in the crime together. That is why I said yes. For me, it will serve as a deterrent, because you see, over time, why the crimes keep happening in this country is that people will be found will commit crime and then they will go scot-free. But if, for a start, now we have caught an ASP and then he's prosecuted and tried and found guilty and then sentenced, dismissed first and then sentenced, then I say this will now begin to serve as a deterrent to others who might have been having the same idea working in their minds. You understand? Unless we begin to prosecute people that are guilty among us, I think we'll keep seeing people that will continuously be committing crime and then working scot-free in the society. And this is very, very dangerous for us.
Okay, very, very dangerous for us indeed.
I think I will agree with the persecution part, because sometimes, like some time back, we'll see a situation whereby a policeman is caught red-handed in some of these kind of extrajudicial killings. He'll be court-martialed, found guilty, dismissed, and that's where it will end. Exactly. So he now won't be persecuted or anything else.
Yes.
And he'll find a way to wangle himself into getting, uniforms and coming out and now pretending that he's still in the service. You understand? Whereas if he had been tried and sent to court, there's no how, at least that by Nigerian laws, it's death penalty if you killed an innocent person, or even if it was transmuted to life, then it would be life imprisonment. He'd be behind bars. But if you end it now, the court-martial and dismissal without the trial, which will now serve as the actual deterrent, the person will still continue. You just permutate into another criminality.
That is
okay. Some Nigerians have the opinion
or
that
supplier to criminals, or gun supplier to gun runner. They are like this all the time.
We have seen.
They recruit younger people.
We've seen alleged situations like that where gun runners and gun suppliers and whatever ammunition suppliers to criminals. Now, some Nigerians have the opinion that journalists are supposed to be part of this investigations and this what do you call it, audit, to give Nigerians the proper report, because who is going to audit the Nigerian police? Is there an internal auditor, external auditor, mixed with journalists? What do you think? Some Nigerians have that opinion anyway.
Yes, every organization, every public service organization, be it paramilitary or civil service, they always have their audit department located within.
Don't you think an independent audit?
Exactly, within the agency. And when serious audit like this is supposed to take place, there should have been, like you suggested, maybe a team of professional audit consultants, and then probably maybe media people, just to report the situations that yes, we are part and parcel of this audit that has taken place.
And to report the true situation.
Yes, the importance of such an audit is at least it will now enhance readiness in the Nigerian police force and also prevent misuse. It will also help us in identifying gaps. Okay, these are the weapons we have in social place, and out of this social number of arms, this and this are already obsolete. We need to represent. We need to replace them. They are no longer useful to us. So if we don't do this, we'll end up having all our model arsenal. Do you understand? That's what is happening in our military right now. You see, exactly, outdated weapons.
Carrying a Mach-4.
Exactly, carrying a Mach-4. I think all
the
Nigerian police are still using Mach-4,
very
sophisticated machine guns. So audit like that can also help in doing all these things. It will also help in ensuring that all assets entrusted to Nigerian police force are properly accounted for and optimally deployed.
Right, and also prevents incidences like, you know, a long time ago we had this bomb blast incident.
Exactly.
Where because those undetected explosive devices, as they call them, were being kept somewhere, not documented, not even reckoned with, until they now all exploded.
Exactly.
You know, whereas if
I'm referring to the Keja cantonment.
Right. That happened because of a situation like this. On unaudited equipment and explosives and stuff like that.
So anybody that attached to that office can easily go take any ammunition or IOD and then put it into his bag and then go out.
Apart from that one, operating and expired and obsolete
arsenal
hardwares, military hardwares or police hardware, as the case may be, could be very dangerous even to the officer himself.
And then it needs to be happening either regularly, either quarterly, annually, periodically.
Just choose a time
that is okay for you to do it.
So for instance, now this IGP has called for it, right? When it goes, will the next one do? You understand? So if you now call for it based on the fact that one officer shot somebody,
let it become a matter of policy.
When you go, what will happen next? Thank God, he has retired. Let's go. You understand? Let's go.
That is it.
That's what.
Okay, so
let it become a matter of policy.
Let me bring me to the next question. Is it what impact will this order make? Is it going to be very, very, very impactful as far as the Nigerian police is concerned?
Yeah, if they will do it honestly, it will help a great deal. Like I said, it will enhance their readiness, it will prevent misuse, and then it will help in making being accountable for whatever is entrusted to Nigerian police force.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let me give you my own analogy about this whole thing. In the Nigerian police force, we have the cadet officers and we have what they call it the colos. The colo officers are those ones who rose from the rank and file. From the constable, let me give you the rank. We have the constable, we have the corporal, we have sergeant. I want to describe it. The sergeant is the one with the 3 red sign here by the shoulder. The constable is the one without a rank that you usually give this wood. They send them on light issues or maybe civil matters to go and invite somebody. We also have from the side then the corporal with the 2. From corporal we have the sergeant 3. From the sergeant we now have inspector 1 bar. That's why you see the police officer is no longer going to tuck in his clothes, flies his clothes. It's 1 bar inspector. From the 1 bar inspector, we have 2 bar inspector. You see the 2 bar inspector. Then from 2 bar inspector, we have ASP, the SUPRO, what we call SUPRO. And that SUPRO is, meaning you're not a confirmed officer. You're no longer a normal, ordinary police officer. You're not a supervisory officer. That is the rank of Usman, the SUPRO. Then we have the 2-star.
So what,
I'm coming, let me get.
Let's even stop it right there. Can you remember any of the ranks you mentioned now? Can you remember?
Only the ASP.
Thank you. We can't even remember. Yes. I'm just trying to give you an example. So what you are saying is the same thing with the regular Nigeria.
Yes, exactly.
So I think they should give them a new protocol. When you come in, for instance, if that ASP had come in, he would have identified good evening, sirs, or whatever, unless like it's a dangerous situation. I am ASP such and such a person. And I would like identify yourself first, and then you mention your rank. That way, we already know what exactly or who exactly we're dealing with. A situation where you go, wind down. Let me say your particular.
Okay, now, Madam Mickey, that is why I'm educating Nigerians now.
It's gone in through this year, gone out the other. We are here. We didn't even catch the education.
Okay, now.
Ask me. No, don't ask me. Mention 3 that I mentioned.
I described it.
I cannot remember.
I remember ASP. I remember.
I can remember.
Let me start.
Sergeant.
Let me start.
I can't remember the other.
Let me, you know, if you want, the problem,
go straight to the
no, the problem with most Nigerians is that Nigerians are so lazy, they don't even study ranks.
No.
I know.
Identify yourself.
If you see a policeman, no.
That's not the
Madam,
problem.
I know. I'm trying to moderate something here.
Right.
And you must make me understand this. If, as a Nigerian, how did I get to know the ranks? By their uniform.
No, you have associations with them, by the way.
I know. How did I get to know?
Yeah.
I take interest to know. You can also do that. You can do, and I'm trying to bring you up to speed how to identify them. Because if you don't know them by their ranks, when you see them, that is why you look like a mugu.
I have to write it down.
Okay, except that if a policeman comes to me now dressed, I can tell you his rank.
How would that help Nigeria?
No, you know why it's going to help.
The police are dealing with a sergeant.
Let me tell you. Yes. How is it going to help Nigeria?
Yes.
Beautiful. When you see a policeman, I'm saying it live on TV now,
right,
and you address him by his rank, he's puts himself together.
Right.
Good morning, Mr. Sergeant Usman Garuba.
Identify yourself. I will address you.
Excuse me. I'm helping you out. What works? It works. Trust me, it works. Do you know that the young boy on the street of America addresses the policeman with his rank? When the new policeman is on the street, he knows.
But the right thing will have been.
Because the man identified himself first.
No.
Yes.
Once a police
by the uniform?
Exactly.
Not everybody.
That's he's supposed to do.
You are supposed to know too.
See, as a citizen. When you come to arrest me, or maybe you come to interrogate me in my house or even in the street, the first thing you will do is that I am...
No, for the policeman that is wearing mufti, that is okay.
No.
I'm coming. I said when a policeman is dressed at a checkpoint, most of these things happens at the checkpoint. I travel a lot by road. And when I'm driving, I know the ranks. When the police checkpoint stops me, the first thing I look at is his rank.
So let's get the point now, okay?
Yes, I'm telling you.
To drive at.
When you are driving, for those who drive, you are not flying. When you see the policeman at the checkpoint, you look straight to his shoulders or whatever the rank is. If you understand and you can interpret the rank, it saves you a lot of stress. Quote me anywhere. Hello, Sir Inspector. Good morning. Inspector Usman, good morning. You will see the way a man is going to even respond to you with some sense of caution.
Okay.
Because he's even wondering, how did you get to know? He's an inspector. That's when you can interpret the rank. Most Nigerians don't know, and they cannot interpret the rank on the shoulders or on the uniform of any police or any security officer.
May I ask a question here?
Yes, please.
Let's assume the person that has been killed by ASP Usman. Let's assume he was able to identify the rank of Usman.
Let's assume he survived.
Let's assume before the prejudicial killing now, let's say he's already handcuffed, then Usman came with his gun, he said, you're welcome, ASP Usman. Would that have stopped Usman from shooting him?
No, you don't understand what I'm saying.
Because he has already identified
that question is not what I'm trying to point.
That is why I said get to the point. Let's get out the point.
The point if Usman, excuse me, yes, let's paint the scenario, let's assume Usman escaped and the boy did not die.
Okay, you take it from that point.
So, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, you are listening.
Knowledge of these things have a way of helping you. But eventually, if Usman had escaped, maybe shot that boy, and luckily the boy was survived, maybe by divine whatever
intervention. Okay,
how will he tell his story? You will just say policeman shot me. But if you know the rank and the name,
that's why there's a name tag
on Nigerians don't look at it.
We look at it, they
don't look,
when you look
not just them. If you say Usman, which of the Usman? ASP Usman, because you know that the one star is ASP.
Anyway.
I am telling you that when it puts any policeman watching me now knows what I'm saying. I am, thank God, you know, I'll be reporting. I have been with them for years. I can assure you that an average Nigerian seeing a policeman on uniform does not even know, they cannot interpret the rank on his shoulders. And it's wrong.
Now it is now the responsibility of the police force, along with carrying nationwide audit of police out, to also try to educate Nigerians on their ranking system, so that at least we'll be able to
interpret the rank. And that is what I'm trying to do. Excuse me, I'm trying to do. That is what I'm trying to do on TV for those who are watching. I'm trying to describe the ranks, so that when you see a policeman on the checkpoint, you can know which rank and then mix it up with his name. At least if anything happens and God helps you, you survive, you can track him easily. Because we are going to report a situation that, oh, a policeman shot somewhere, saw somebody somewhere. You say a policeman, which policeman? Sergeant.
If you are identified his rank and name, it will have self-matter.
It will save you faster.
I understand.
It will save the situation faster. And Nigeria should learn that the sergeant is the 3 red bar by the arm. Corporal is 2. Constable has nothing. Then the inspector 1 bar is 1 here, the shoulder.
That's
2 bar.
unconfirmed.
The ASP is 1 star. You see it like a star, 1. Confirmed ASP is 2. 3 star is DSP.
But I see even divide there. Sometimes they have 1 bar, sometimes they have 2.
That's inspector. Okay. Inspector 1 bar, inspector 2 bar. Then those are the ones they call the colos. They grew off. They didn't go to the academy.
From the rank.
They didn't go to the police academy. They started from the rank and 5 from custom.
Police college.
Those ones who went to Polak. Polak is a university just as we have NDA. They are yes, they are confirmed officers with 1 star.
Okay, with 1 star.
Yes, they start from
just like from NDA, you come out with 1
yes,
second lieutenant star.
So I'm trying to educate Nigerians to know these things because it is for your good. If in fact, if you enter a police station today and you're talking to an officer and you're addressing with his rank, he will be careful. Watch his behavior.
Honestly, I remember when we were in college in the late 80s, we were given this booklet because we are just approaching their final year. So you have this career guidance department. They will invite police people, custom people. So one time,
Nigerians have read the Police Act.
Yes. So,
and that's why when police arrest your body, of course, I visit police stations. I go to grant bail to people. I'm one of the strongest advocates. I go to police stations.
Never given care
today.
Look at
and one of the reasons why, if I go to police stations, I'm able to administer and get my issues sorted out is because I understand how the police force operates. I have read the Police Act. I know what the Habeas Corpus Act. I know how the vicarious liability is. When you are talking to a policeman,
it's not every Nigerian that has the
very
time.
Different. Those are the law, which you have no excuse for being ignorant of the law.
Exactly.
Very different from knowing different people's ranking. So I would still suggest, please, at the same time, let them have this protocol embedded as is done internationally. Introduce yourself. I'm ASP this. I'm this, that. Because like I've told you, what you've told me now, I'll have to go back and
before I wrap it up, the issue of a policeman introducing himself is most times when the policeman is on uniform. On mufti. I'm only doing this for those who move on the road. Because extrajudicial killings are mostly done on the road. If you are driving from Lagos to Abuja and you meet a policeman that is stuffed drunk with alcohol and is carrying a gun, your life is...
They give them access?
You will know the IG cannot be everywhere.
Right.
Not the IG, I'm not referring to their company.
You won't know.
Local unit.
That same alcohol is given to them by motorists. All correct, sir. Take. I'm talking from experience. I drive from Lagos to Abuja for more than 8 years of my life steady. So I know what I'm talking about. And one of the ways I can have my easy access, smooth passage is that I know the ranks. If I see them or if I know.
So Nigerians, please take the trouble to getting to know the ranking of Nigerian.
Know them by their
even for the
yes. Very important for you, especially those of you moving on the road. Know them for your good. When you ask any police officer, quote me, stand to be corrected. If you address a police officer by his rank, he will sit up, he will see his behavior will change. Try it. It's a psychological experiment I'm giving to you.
All right.
All right, that's the best place to leave it anyway.
She's just telling you that we are running out of time.
Now, whatever it is,
we want to know what's trending.
Yes, so we want to know what is trending. Enough of the police issues.
Is it trending?
Enough of El-Rufai's prophecy. We are going to what's trending. So we'll be going on a short break, and when we return, we'll be going straight to the next segment of the PMB Morning Show here in the city of Abuja, which is What is Trending by Felicia. Farid. By Farid Josephine. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back after this time out. Okay. So sorry. So sorry. Good morning once again. Welcome to PMB Morning Show, and we are here in the last phase of the show, which is the what's trending, and I have with me one and only favorite, beautiful black queen.
Yes.
Josephine White or Joseph Ferry?
Just Ferry.
Ferry is white. Now what's different? Ferry. I'm not an Hausa boy for crying out loud.
It's a name. You are supposed to pronounce it the way it is.
Yes,
It's
very
a name.
good.
It's a person's name. It's very important.
Are you showing solidarity here, Mr. Ibrahim?
No, that I'm just telling you the right thing to do.
The right thing.
Yes, you
Because
You can't
you are both
redefine.
from Kaduna State.
No, you can't
It's not
redefine
about
somebody.
the-
Else. There are people that take particular offense when you call them Muhammad because you change that A.
Good morning.
But I think you are not saying
Good
anything.
morning,
Morning,
everyone.
morning, Josephine. How are you?
I'm good.
You're
I think we're
welcome.
all good.
Yes.
Of course.
All right. Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, is planning to vie for the
Raise a point of privilege at any time, unless that is what distinguished senators and the oath stroke affirmation of members of new senators elect. 5. Message from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. 6. Order announcements by the President of the Senate. 7. Petitions. And then 8. Matters of urgent public importance. This is where point of order comes in. Unless you get to 8, you cannot raise point of order. And I've said it, people have been in these chambers for 3 years now. We should begin to know the rules of the Senate. I don't want to be accused of executive arrogance. That's why I keep tolerating these things. Please, there's no new senator any longer. There's no new senator any longer. Let us try our best to abide by the rules here. I've said if you're a policeman, you will wear police uniform unless you are in investigation. If you're a soldier, you must wear the army uniform. If you're a senator, you must go by the rules. Am I right? So point of order, you are ruled out of order. Page what?
Mr. President, distinguished Senator Adams Oshimole, please be guided. Be guided. Distinguished Senator Adams Oshimole, I am now invoking powers conferred to the office of the Chief Whip to order you to resume your seat and be guided by the ruling of the presiding officer. I am saying so in my capacity as the Chief Whip of the Senate. Be guided. Be guided. Be guided. I don't want to. Be guided. I don't want to invoke the powers of the office of the Chief Whip. Be guided. But I have. Where is it?
That's a clip from the Senate yesterday. It's a 9-minute video, quite a long video, but we had to cut it. You could see the chaos in the Senate after, of course, Adam Oshomole is no one that you would just shut up at just any time.
No, the surprising thing is that we are looking at it as if it's one burial ceremony. This is something that's supposed to, everywhere is quiet. This is the beauty of democracy, where we have serious checks and balances.
Yes.
And I can see Oshomole. Oshomole, we know him for who he is. The khaki governor, the one-time labor leader.
Yeah.
At his time, he still remains the most outstanding and most
we've ever
seen.
Speaking.
You know, so
and this is not the kind of person that can say wrong and then just decide to keep
you can see the chief whip trying to tell him that our guy will invoke my power.
But the other senior brother that we say there, he will always try to. He said it by himself. He don't want to be seen to be arrogant.
Yeah,
you understand. So possibly there are certain requirements he might have been bypassing, because I couldn't hear exactly what Oshomole is saying. Honestly speaking, I would have been able to make no comment on that. But whatever it is, I know that there are certain premises on which he feels the Senate leader is trying to violate
Yeah.
exactly or gag him against. That's just my understanding, because I cannot be able to say anything because I didn't hear.
So just as
what
I
you're saying.
introduced, Hope Uzodinma, though it's rumored, it's rumored he haven't made his intention clear.
He's still a sitting governor now.
Yes. So
Is he planning to come
Senate
into
seat,
Yes,
the Senate seat moved to the southeast, because as it is now, the Senate position is on is slotted to the south. I don't know whether the plan for
Really, the Senate president?
Yes. I don't know whether the
No,
plan for
Akpabio is the Senate
2027
president of the 10th Assembly for now.
now.
We are looking at projections for the 11th.
for the 11th.
And what does it about
Yes.
is ending his second term as the governor. I'm most likely to come in through the Olu zone.
Yes.
That is my zone.
Okay.
That's my zone from Imo State.
Yes.
He is
Imo
from,
State,
yes,
yeah.
that's my zone. And he's likely to come back as one of the senators.
He's one of
from the
the
zone.
most active governors so far.
Yes.
Honestly
And
speaking.
so
Very intelligent.
Very intelligent person.
The controversy right now is that the Senate president is saying you cannot vie for that seat except you are a two-time senator, except you have been in the 10th and then in the 11th assembly, then you can vie for that.
Few years ago, there was that discussion and the argument on the floor of the Senate. It was not resolved that you cannot become a Senate president unless you are
Yes.
two-timer in the Senate. But I don't think that that decision was actually
It
resolved.
wasn't
It
resolved.
wasn't
That's
resolved.
why
It wasn't
it's being
agreed
brought
on.
up right
Yes,
now.
It was
that's-
resolved. Let me
Is it
let me
okay,
give you
let's-
what
is
it
it
is. Let me
true?
just
Sorry.
read out the amendment.
Sorry, let's get something straight here. Hope Uzodinma was a senator.
She was a senator
He was
before.
once
Yes, now
Okay.
he was the head of
Okay.
the leader
Ah.
of the Senate.
Okay, I didn't know. I
Yes,
didn't
he
know.
was.
So what is it? What's the point? What's the point that Akpabio driving? Is it that you must be two-term
two-time
senator
yes.
as a serially, maybe 10th and 11th at the same time, or maybe
I want that
Right.
Nikki.
Yes, that's
two-time-
what he's
if you have been a two-time president,
You said
senator in the
that
past.
issue has been resolved.
Yes.
Okay, let's hear the
Let's
amendment.
just, okay, let's see.
Let's hear
The
the
issue
amendment.
had been resolved.
Okay,
So
okay.
it had always been resolved that you need to be. That is what is very painful to the other senators sitting in the chambers now.
Okay.
Now, the rule in the Senate is that for you to be either a principal or a presiding officer, you must be at least a ranking senator. That is, you must have returned to the Senate. It's not
Yes.
like a one-time.
One-time.
But guess what happened? When Bukola Saraki was the Senate president, he
Mhm.
bent that rule, and the beneficiary was the same Godswill Akpabio, who is the current Senate president today.
Wow.
He came into the Senate
As a majority
two-term
leader.
As
governor
a two-time governor,
Yes.
and came
He
in on
wasn't
his
a
first
senator.
term.
And became the majority leader.
Yes.
Thank you. And
Yes.
became the minority leader.
Minority
because
leader.
at that time, PDP was in the minority, was
Okay.
APC had just taken over. Now, the others who were there tried to raise a point the same way, point of objection, and that they were silenced by Bukola Saraki. So he's been a beneficiary of the exact same.
Yes.
So now we are
that
seeing-
is now.
We are seeing political karma now.
Right.
Most
Not
people have-
even political karma. We're seeing political cleverness by half. Now he's a little bit scared that in as much as that rule now will favor me, there's also somebody else who will
That will
come in
come
and it will
and
favor him.
yes, yes.
It may even favor
So
someone.
what goes around?
Comes around, of course.
Now,
You know,
check out what the amendment he wants. The Senate amended its standing order. It was already a standing order
yes.
to limit eligibility for presiding and principal office to senators who have served at least 2 consecutive terms.
yes.
So they smuggled in consecutive, such that somebody like Hope Uzodinma, who was not only a ranking senator but also a Senate a presiding
President,
officer.
yes.
He was, I think, the senator head of Southeast Caucus or Southern Caucus, if I remember rightly.
In the Senate.
Right, in the Senate. He's now prevented so that when he comes back, he's going to be coming in as if he's coming in as a fresh
Yes, as
person
a fresh
and
person, yes.
ineligible now to
To
contest
yes,
for
for the-
any of
of
the
these
of presiding officers or any of the positions.
Thereby jettisoning his former
Right,
records.
and then securing himself. That
Of
way,
course.
he will now see to it that he becomes a 2-term Senate
two-term
president
Senate.
by any means possible. So this is what Senator Oshomole is trying to say. No, we have a standing order. If we are going to have any amendments, all of us, should either maybe go by a vote or whatever,
Yes.
such a way that the amendment sails through. It should not just go in as as a one of the points.
Anyway, because of want of time, I think I would like to say this.
Okay.
Before you just sorry.
Yes, yes.
You see, we should be careful what we do
right.
because we never can tell. He that lives in glass house does not throw stones.
Yes.
Now, Senator Akpabio, at some point I was in a glass house, and now. And probably he didn't consider the fact that he was in a glass house and was throwing stones
Of course.
allegedly. And today the stones and you're throwing somebody else has picked up the same stone and is about to throw that same stone. Well, we hope to see how that ends.
It unfolds. That's it. We'll see how it unfolds. And come on, this is Nigeria. When it favors you, it's connection. And when it doesn't favor you, it's corruption. So this is we're kind of used to the system.
Yes,
so we'll just hope to see who we're watching.
We're watching.
And with that, we go to the next to the next issue of the day: the fuel hike. The fuel hike, the changes in prices and all. We're bringing to you a very sad video. To me, I find it sad because it makes me emotional when I watch it. Let's have the video if the MCR is. Let me know.
It's a comic video.
I wouldn't say. Let's watch. Let's have it.
Thank you. I better come. I better let me go buy fuel for that filling station.
That blue filling station.
Yes, withdraw 1,000 naira.
Okay.
Buy fuel 700. Then make them food it to 700. 350.
Gallons, because 700 naira for no go enter here.
You go full through it. No worry. Make them bend down well. Then use 250 buy food for me. Then use 50 naira do transport going and coming. Then bring 100 naira change for me. I bet sharp. The Okada will carry you go, main carry you come back 50 naira. Now even 14 naira, but leave change for around 10 naira. Sharp. Thank you. I bet come. You go help me go that filling station. Help me buy fuel. Let me withdraw 3,000. Okay. Buy fuel 2,500. Then buy food for me 400. Use 100 naira to transport to go and come.
Okay. Send that in.
Yes.
Nice.
Be fast, thank you. Yes. I will come. Let me go buy fuel for that filling station. Okay. Use this ATM. That's the same pin. Yes. Withdraw 5,000. Buy fuel 3,000 naira. I know say no go full am, but just buy am 3,000 naira on. Then buy food for me 1,500.
Food 1,500. 500 go remain. Not carry that one.
No carry that one. Use 200 enter Okada. Okay. Then bring change 300 for me.
Warehouse economist.
Thank you. I will come sharp. Help me go that filling station.
Okay.
Help me buy fuel. Withdraw 42,000. Buy fuel 39,800.
Okay.
Then the remaining change. Bring the change for me. No buy food. How they do fasting.
I will pay transport.
No enter transport. Use your Legacy Benz. You know, fana. It's just across here. Sharp. Sharp. I beg.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
I can't but help you to laugh.
It's not
emotional. Well, it's emotional and at the same time mixed.
It's a mixed feeling. To me, it's a mixed feeling. Sincerely, because
but honestly, Josephine, I want to commend you for bringing this video. It's timely.
Yes.
And it's even though we are laughing, but that's the painful truth. It's a painful truth. And 39,000 naira for a plastic bottle for fuel. That's the situation we find ourselves in this country.
That's dramatization.
It's dramatization, but it is satiric. That is satiric, and that is painting a message. That is sending a message to us. It's a strong message for us to see how degrading from the days of Yaradua to actually, rather than getting better, we are going down. And here we are. One bottle, even though it was an exaggerated kind of acting, but then
it's still the
on a serious note, let's take it serious.
Yes.
You see, may his blessed soul rest in peace. Umaru Musa Yar'Adua happened to be one of the best Nigerian presidents. He is the only president on record that has ever reduced the price of petroleum product. No president has ever done that. No head of state has ever done that, even during the military. It only takes late President Musa Yar'Adua to do that. He was the only president that saw fit that we have to be responsible for what is happening in Niger Delta. As a result of that, he created the Niger Delta Development something.
Yes.
The fuel price was, I think, 75 naira.
Yes.
Then he reduced 10 naira and made it 65,000 naira. At that time, all you need to have 50 liters of fuel is 3,250 naira. 50 liters of fuel. As opposed to today, if you want to buy the same fuel, 50 liters of fuel, you buy it at 67,000 naira. A whooping difference.
The same 50 liters.
The same 50 liters. So when you do the maths, you'll find that there's a difference of 63,750 naira for a 50-liter fuel.
Within the space of how many years now?
Yes, from 2015, from 2010
it's
to
just
2026,
16 years.
16 years time.
Yes, about 16 years.
Then if you look at the price of other commodities, during Eradua time, like a 50k bag of rice was sold as between 6,000 naira to 850,000 naira.
And today it's sold at
today,
60
I
to
think
65.
it's about
60 to 65. It depends even on the type of rice.
almost 3 times before.
Yes.
Anything less than that, you are buying stand rice mixed with stones.
Yes,
A 50
And that will
kg
land you in some form of
50
serious
kg.
medical centers.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, this is, you are just making rough comparison. A 50 kg bag of sugar at that time during Eradua's era between 2007 to 2010 is 5,000 naira. Then 50 kg of flour is 4,500. Vegetable oil, 25 liter is 3,500. A loaf of bread, which is my favorite, my staple food, is just 100 naira.
Can you buy bread on naira now?
You can't.
No.
There isn't.
There isn't.
There isn't 100 naira bread anywhere right
There isn't
now.
100 naira note.
There is.
The note has even gone extinct.
Even if you have, there's literally
Have
nothing
you
you
seen
can buy
100
with
honestly.
naira notes?
I had
What
this.
else have you seen it?
A bucket of gari is
Doesn't buy
100.
anything.
It doesn't buy anything.
Yes, a bucket
Gari or the poor man's food.
Beans,
It's not big man's
spent
food.
bucket of beans is 150 naira during Eradua time. Then a bucket of gari was 100 naira. A bag of cement is 1,200 naira. You can see, if you look the math, you will see that there's a very wide rise in price between now and then.
And it's so unfortunate that it keeps getting worse.
Worse.
Despite the fact that, when a nation is growing, we expect that things get better. We expect that the cost of living for the common man is some. Do you know that presently, as it is right now, there are families that feed on 001 or 101. It's very difficult for you to see families that have 2 square meals. We're not even talking about eating healthy. We're talking about
The square.
being able to afford something.
Just the square.
Just the square.
Okay.
Let's keep
Not even talking about the content.
No.
In one of our discussion, I told you about a woman who told me that they are now eating 1 square meal.
Yeah.
She's a woman, her husband died, she's having 4 children. So I asked her, you see, why are you taking pride that you are feeding one? I say, yes, because I'm educating these children by myself. They don't have a father, and their relation from the father side are not helping matter. So we are eating once for us to be able to pay rent and pay school fees. Can you imagine?
Okay.
Can I differ?
Can you differ? If you are going to differ, you have to differ in less than 30 seconds because unfortunately for us, time is not going to differ from you.
You can't even give her 1 minute.
No.
You can't even give her 1 minute?
No.
Give her 1 minute now.
No, you have to do that in 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
All right,
30 seconds. Yes.
30 seconds. My
Yes.
little difference is that all attention was put on the different presidents. But we have a president today who removed fuel subsidy and then divested the subsidy accrued into the different state governments. What stops a Nigerian governor from subsidizing transportation in his state? What stops you? You have this jumbo coming in right now. At least, if for nothing else, if you can't capture the full stage, why not at least for the civil servants? Because this CNG bus we were promised has not materialized. Have you come out on the road and entered the CNG bus